whether in the sciences, arts, humanities or social sciences, the most general types of research usually conducted, and the justification for the adoption of each of them will be studied in this topic. Number 2. They are as follows. 1. Opinion survey. This is a form of research in which a target population's public opinion is sampled to determine some facts. Here, the opinions, viewpoints or feelings of a selected sample frame is chosen from the given population. The sample frame and sample size chosen must, however, reflect a true representative of the demographic, sociographic, economic, political and other characteristics of members of the population. Number 2. Observation research. This is a form of non-experimental social and psychological research technique during which a researcher observes the behavior of a chosen sample elements in a given population, for informed generalizations about that population. It is used when the researcher doesn't need to control the sample elements as in a laboratory experiment, and also when there is suspicion that the respondents will give biased answers if they know they're being studied. The U.S. Center for Disease Control, CDC, 2016, adds that observations can be overt, everyone knows they are being observed, or covert, no one knows they are being observed and the observer is concealed. The benefit of covert observation is that people are more likely to behave naturally if they do not know they are being observed. 3. Focus group discussion. A focus group discussion, FGD, is a small group of people, selected in a study in such a manner to truly represent a given target population, demographically, used in a guided open discussion on a subject matter or specific topic of interest. It is a form of qualitative research that tracks the participants' opinions, perceptions, beliefs, feelings and attitude towards a subject matter, like products taste, price, packaging, advertising, distribution, etc. The discussion follows a prepared interview guideline, led by a moderator, who is usually a member of the FGD. In marketing, it is used to elicit consumers' perception about an organization, its products, services, prices, customer cares, and many more. See a pictorial example of a focus group discussion on Figure 2 from Blaustein Center for Survey Research, 2017.
Number 4. Descriptive research. This is a form of research used to elicit information that will describe the characteristics of a target population or a variable of interest being studied. It is used to uncover new facts and meanings concerning the current status of a subject matter and describe what obtains. Descriptive study.
Number 5. Exploratory research. This is research done on a subject matter, issue or problem that has not been studied more clearly. It is therefore a form of initial research to test a hypothetical or theoretical idea, in order to understand more about it. It is used to lay the groundwork for an in-depth future study, or to determine if what is being studied is supported by an existing theory. Most often, exploratory research lays the initial groundwork for future research, by helping develop and improve the research design. College of San Mateo, 2016.
6. Explanatory research. This is a form of causal research used to establish degree and nature of a cause and effect relationship. In explanatory research, both quantitative and qualitative data are used in the analysis. Here, the researcher collects and analyzes some quantitative data, followed by a collection and analysis of some qualitative data. The aim is to use the qualitative data to interpret and explain the quantitative data. The essence is to explain why, how and the extent of phenomena. Number 7. Predictive research. Predictive research involves extracting data from existing datasets in order to ascertain the likely trends and patterns. The trends or patterns are subsequently used to make informed predictions about future occurrence, hence the name predictive research. Number 8. Desk research. This is a form of research in which field work is not usually done, but which involves the use of secondary data or literature search or internet materials gathered within the researcher's confines. It may also entail the synthesis and analysis of some other existing researches or data, as opposed to a primary research in which data are sourced from the fields. See Figure 3 from University of Portsmouth, 2012, for an example of desk research and the potential sources of its data. Number 9. Critical Analysis Research. LAA, 2009, defines critical analysis as a subjective writing because it expresses the writer's opinion or evaluation of a text. Writing a critical paper requires two steps: critical reading and critical writing. The University of Washington Tacoma Learning Center, 2014, says for a critical analysis to be valid it must offer a solution to the problems it raised, it must be plausible, and it must have contemporary relevance.
10. Doctrinaire research. Doctrinaire research, usually done by people in law, is a form of research devoted mainly to the application of some doctrines or theories in a study, as opposed to empirical studies. It is a form of persuasive essay targeted at defending an opinion or a belief.
No. 11. Ex post facto research. This is a quasi-experimental study, also known as after-the-facts research, that examines how an independent variable affects a dependent variable. Here the participants are not randomly selected but are grouped based on a particular characteristics or traits. It is called after-the-facts research because the investigation begins after the facts has occurred without interference from the researcher. It is used when it is not possible or acceptable to manipulate the characteristics of the human participant.
Number 12. Experimental research. Experimental research are more popular in the physical sciences, and involves a life experiment of usually two groups of research elements, the experimental group and the control group. In experimental research with humans or animals, there are ethical issues that must be observed or adhered to by the researchers. However, in the social sciences like marketing, for instance, a consumer panel experimental setting to test products' quality, packaging, taste, products' acceptability, and many more, may require a different format.
For more details on these and many more, see the book Mastering Research by Ben Odigbo, available on Amazon.com Books.